Right now, it's that perfect window between when I finish with finals and before I give up on all of my New Year's resolutions, and that means that we're gonna glow the fuck up. Naturally, there are a lot more important New Year's resolutions I could have, like being a nicer person, like spending more time with my friends and family, you know, actually having a social life, but because I am a lady on the internet, we all know the real thing that matters is my appearance, so that's what we're gonna be doing this week. Here are my before clips from earlier today before I put on makeup. I would give myself like around an LA 4, maybe an LA 6 for white guys who are really into anime. David. So the game plan for this video, I have written down a bunch of things that I'm gonna do this week in an attempt to glow up. I'm going to actually go grocery shopping and cook for myself and eat healthy. I'm going to work out with David. I'm gonna stay hydrated. I'm gonna whiten my teeth. I'm gonna get my nails done, even though I've never done those in my life because I edit like all the time. But first up, I am going to get my hair done, which is why I'm in the car right now.
You're already in that cage and build it yourself.
It has been around like 4 or 5 months since I got it done, so my highlights are a little bit grown out, and an Asian girl problem is that my hair gets pretty orange once it's bleached if it isn't toned properly. So we're gonna see what I do today.
What nationality? It's a little yellowy, but not bad. So we're gonna keep you in like a more neutral family.
So I didn't end up doing anything too crazy color-wise. Trust me, I have been platinum blonde before and it was not a look for me. So I stuck to what's worked for me so far, but we're bringing it up a little higher than usual so it helps frame my face and makes my hair look a little bit more fresh. Fresh. Wow, I sound like a fucking hairstylist already. This is a look.
Down in your heart.
When I graduated high school, I started doing mortgage.
What was it like? Did you work like through the crash?
It was kind of like Wolf of Wall Street type of deal. It was crazy in there. People just doing drugs.
We just took out all the foils and now we're gonna tone it. Also, literally this place is so fancy that they have a TV on the ceiling for when you're getting your hair washed. Look at this shit. I have a lot of hair, so it would be great to get rid of like some of the weight.
I'm gonna clean all this up in the front. I'll definitely take some weight out.
A good moonwalk?
You can moonwalk like no other.
Oh, is that Michael Jackson? While I was getting my hair cut, there was about an hour's worth of tea being spilled. We talked about like families, dating, partying, all that shit, and I wish that I could put it in this video, but I'm way too scared of getting copyright flagged for the music that was playing in the background. So instead, enjoy this spicy 10 seconds worth of time lapse.
I just wanna...
Whoa! I love it. Thank you so much. So this is what we did with my hair. It's definitely a little bit more like caramelly. We brought up the highlights, took off some weight, are all the hairstylist terms that they used on me. See you guys tomorrow for the next part of the challenge. Hello! It is the next day and we are going grocery shopping today because I eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch for like 4 out of the 3 meals per day. We are going to buy some actually healthy food. We haven't like looked up recipes or anything like that, but we'll get the vegetables and eat them. That's the most random ass clip I've ever seen. Okay, this is a handsome cucumber.
Nice and turgid. You should get one with protection.
Babe, I want to shoot myself. Get that out of here.
Place your item in the bagging area. Each item must be placed in the bagging area. Place the last scanned item in the bagging area.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I nearly died! $1.99 for that many green beans? Hello friends and welcome welcome to my kitchen, which I never ever fucking use. Today, I am on a mission to cook myself a healthy home-cooked meal, which I haven't done in... I also wanted to mention in this part that part of my challenge is I actually need to stay hydrated. I think I'm just constantly dehydrated, and that's probably kind of why I'm such a bitch. Yum. Tastes like fucking nothing. Anyways, today I'm making the one recipe I know, which is this vaguely Middle Eastern-y chicken, for which you will need 2 lemons, juiced. Oh, she's a squirter. Alright. Lemon squeezing ASMR. 1/2 cup of olive oil, which I'm just definitely gonna eyeball. That seems right-ish. A shit ton of garlic. 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, freshly ground black pepper, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of paprika. Well, that seemed accurate. Close enough. 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, and a little bit of cinnamon and red pepper flakes. That was probably a little too much. Well, whoops. Give this baby a little whisk. Next, I'm just gonna, oh god, that's dripping on me. I'm covered in chicken juice. Now available for pre-order on iTunes. I'm gonna let this meat sludge kind of marinate in the fridge for a couple hours, and then I'll be back to cook it. I also roasted some vegetables, and here's how it turned out. Also, here are some of the meals that I made over the next 2 weeks, which I managed to cook all of and only set off the fire alarm once, so I'm very proud of myself. Good job, Ashley. Oh, and I also actually drank my 8 glasses of water per day, which unfortunately made me need to pee like 20 times a day. Don't ask me how that math works out, my bladder truly defies all logic. But that's too much information. Let's move on to the next section. Oh, do that and then like pop into frame. Hey guys, today it is time for me to get fit with David, who you met earlier.
Today we get Ashley big. This is the substitute for Ashley's normal workout, which is online butt exercise videos without weight. So it's a big step up.
So a moment of silence for my beautiful salon hair, which I'm gonna sweat out today, and then I'm gonna have to wash it.
Alright, it looks sad. Now what?
No, you keep doing it so that I can do a slow zoom in.
Oh.
Yeah? You Alright, that's enough of that. We are gonna go to the gym. Let's run out of frame. Okay, we're actually going to the gym now. So as I told David, my main goals were to work on my butt, which was looking a tad flaccid, for lack of a better word, after sitting around and studying for finals for a couple weeks, and I also wanted to work on my abs, since it's LA, baby, and I gotta be ready for crop tops all year round. For real though, I do find it hard to keep up with the whole flat tummy thing, so I end up sucking in a lot of photos, but I wanted to be able to not have to do that anymore.
Said I'm getting really rich. Are we gonna get copyrighted for that? I think it's too light.
No. However, David also persuaded me to do this one weird exercise for my boobs and do some bicep curls, even though I felt slightly ridiculous because my arms are seriously fucking weak. Do you have advice for people who are scared to go to the gym because they haven't worked out before and the machines are intimidating and the people are intimidating?
Do your research before you come to the gym, because it's gonna be a lot more intimidating if you quit objectifying me. I see that, man. If you think you're doing something wrong, ask someone who looks like they know what they're doing. Because 99% of people are gonna be nice, friendly, helpful, and just wanna see you succeed. Because if you're doing something poorly, you're still doing it better than someone who's doing nothing. Unless you injure yourself, then you're doing it worse than someone who's doing nothing. That's not very motivation.
God damn it. As a bit of a gym rookie, I started out small, but by the end of a couple gym sessions, I was humping heavier weights than I ever could have imagined, so honestly, I was pretty proud of myself. My ass will still never be as thick as David's, though. That brings us to our final day of this glow up challenge. Thank God, because I have never been more ready to stuff Cinnamon Toast Crunch in my face. Our first step today is gonna be teeth whitening because the old noshers are getting a little bit yellow. That's the most flattering shot I've ever taken of myself. I was a little bit scared to do teeth whitening because I've heard that it can like break down your enamel and shit, but I bought this like super fucking overpriced one that's American Dental Association accepted. So fingers crossed I won't permanently damage my teeth today, but you never know, do ya? So, while we wait for my teeth to marinate a little bit, I'm going to be doing my nails, which I have actually miraculously managed to grow out over the past couple of weeks. Look at these babies. They got like a solid 2 millimeters on them. Now I was actually gonna go to the nail salon to get fancy acrylics that make this fucking sound every time you type on your phone, but then I realized that A, that's fucking annoying, and B, it costs money that I didn't want to spend. So instead, we're gonna be DIYing these nails with this incredibly bougie nail polish that I bought for like $2 and my regular ass hands. Why do these look worse than my regular nails? This looks so bad. This never fucking makes it dry faster, does it? Are y'all ready for me to strip? Now it's time to sister smash my face into sister submission. To be honest, I did think that my diet would help my skin out a little bit more than it has. It's kind of just in the same state it was at the beginning of this video, but to be fair, I did travel and spend 3 days with my family, so we should just be grateful that I'm not completely covered in stress acne right now. I have basically been doing the same makeup look for like 3 years now. It's pretty basic, but it works for me, but I figured I might as well take this opportunity to sit down and play with a little more makeup than I usually do. I didn't really have a plan, so I just tried to combine all of the steps that I've learned from watching various James Charles videos at 3 AM, and this is how it turned out. Because I was feeling fancy, I went all out with some lipstick, highlighter, and of course that fancy-ass setting spray. I just bought this stuff, by the way, and I finally understand why all beauty gurus have a shattering orgasm every time they use it. That shit is good. Anyways, here is how the final look turned out. I'm going to try to do my hair before my lipstick turns into one giant, like, crusty butthole on my face. I'm gonna try to replicate exactly the curl pattern that Michael, my hairstylist, did when he originally did my hair. He gave me a couple hair tips, including that you should start by spraying your hair with hairspray to make sure that everything sticks. I always thought that this would, like, fry your hair in the iron, but he said that it's safe, and he seems like a professional, so we're gonna roll with it. Michael, if my hair falls off today, this is your fault. Did he flip it?
Wrap around, drop the iron out, slide it down, and then wrap again.
Oh! That's not right.
Slide it down, and then wrap again.
I think that's kind of like what he did. So I may not have been able to perfect Michael's technique, or really get anywhere close to it, but I tried my best and I at least got some texture in my hair. I look like a mom from the 80s. I'm just gonna flip it over to that side and pretend like that solves all of my problems. A quick outfit change later, and we are ready for the final reveal. Drum roll, please. That's not how a drum sounds. Here's the final look. Since I fucked up my hair anyways and I had to put it in a side part, I decided to run with this old Hollywood glamour type of theme, and I figured it was also something you guys normally don't see me in. So I have this lacy slip dress from Urban Outfitters with this scandalous little waist cutout that I think really flatters my figure, and I made sure to accessorize everything with some matching gold jewelry. Overall, I think the biggest thing that I took away from this transformation was A, I remembered how to cook vegetables and that they're not that hard to cook or to eat, so I should probably do that more often, and B, that working out isn't too scary either, and it actually kind of feels good once you get into it. But again, I wanted to reiterate, I feel like there's so much pressure on women's appearance, and there are so many more important New Year's resolutions. Like, some of my big ones are I want to move into my own apartment, I want to start a clothing line, I want to graduate college, and obviously those are way more fucking important than like losing weight or going to the gym. But regardless of what your New Year's resolutions are, I really hope you guys have an amazing 2019, and I'm so excited to spend this year with you guys. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye.